Namaste. My name is Honey and I will be sharing with you a forecast for the year 2026 based on your moon sign or your Rashi. We are considering the major transits of the year, such as Saturn will remain in Pisces for the year 2026, Rahu will be in Aquarius, Ketu in Leo, and Jupiter will be in the sign of Gemini till June, after which it will shift to the sign of Cancer. Let's begin. For Aries, this is going to be a year for emotional cleanup. As far as money is concerned, Jupiter will be in your third house till June, which means there's going to be a lot of communication, there's going to be upskilling, a lot of networking, and a lot of presence on social media, and that is where your growth will begin. After June, when Jupiter shifts to the fourth house, the entire focus will shift to real estate, home, and repairing or renovating or constructing. This is also a year for big gains. But be careful of FOMO, don't compare yourself with others or it could just cause unnecessary anxiety. In relationships, certain connections could feel empty and you could crave for deeper bonds. Your home will be your place of healing. You could do a lot of renovation, construct, which will also help your emotional healing. Saturn is in your 12th house, which also means that your Sadesati is beginning. One thing that you want to do is be consistent in what you do and fix your sleep. If you don't rest, it could lead to unnecessary health issues. For Taurus, 2026 will be a year for financial gains. Income will stabilize, savings will improve, and after June, when Jupiter moves into your third house, it will encourage you to learn, speak, and express yourself. Rahu will be in your 10th house throughout the year, so avoid jumping onto any ambitious projects impulsively. Some relationships will fade, but the ones that remain will be gold. In love life, you're seeking long-term emotional safety. Family expectations might feel heavy, especially around finances. Cut back on emotional eating, your throat and digestion will need attention. For Geminis, 2026 will be a full identity and career rebranding. Saturn in your 10th house will give you serious responsibilities and Jupiter in your sign will give you a lot of visibility. People will notice you. After June, when Jupiter shifts to your second house, that is when your hard work will finally pay off and you will make a lot of money. You will attract healthier partners because your confidence will grow and family support will also increase after mid-year. If your dasha supports, some of you will also upgrade your home or buy a property. Take care of stress, headaches and burnouts. Saturn demands discipline. Cancer 2026 is going to be deep healing emotionally, mentally and spiritually. Jupiter in the 12th house will increase your expenses early in the year, especially on traveling and healing. But after June, when Jupiter enters your sign, there's confidence, clarity, and new opportunities. In relationships, you'll crave emotional depth. Surface level dating will not work for you, and old wounds will heal. Family belief systems might clash, but it will push you to grow. Rahu in the 8th house will spike your anxiety. Grounding practices and meditation are very, very important this year. Leo 2026 will be a karmic year for you, both in terms of money and relationships. You are running your Ashtam Shani, which means you have to be very careful with loans, taxes, or any kind of risky investments. Jupiter helps you earn well this year, but after June, it will move to your 12th house, which will also increase your expenses. Rahu in the 7th house will bring fated connections. There will be instant attraction, sudden chemistry, karmic bonds, but also ghosting, mixed signals, and commitment confusion. You could experience a lot of emotional instability at home. So you really need to do a lot of grounding practice as far as your home is concerned. Your energy is likely to fluctuate, so please keep your routine steady and let go of ego patterns and allow true intimacy to happen. Virgos, 2026 will be an exam when it comes to relationships, but you will rise in your career. Jupiter will light up your 10th and 11th house, which means it is fantastic for promotions, growth, elevation, and for recognition. Saturn will be in your 7th house, which means that things like client interaction at work or even relationships will feel very serious and karmic and stressful at times. In relationships, you'll either commit seriously or you'll walk away from something that truly doesn't align. There is no midway this year. Work pressure may eat into your family time, so you really need to work on your work-life balance. Rahu will be transiting your 6th house, so there is a very increased possibility of gut issues, anxiety and sleep disorders. Please fix your routines before it gets to you. Libra, 2026 improves your luck but tests your discipline. Saturn in the 6th house will make you work harder than anybody else, but Jupiter in the 10th and 11th will give you a rise, give you a lot of foreign opportunities and career visibility. Rahu in the 5th house will bring romance, attraction, passion, but also a lot of drama, and things will settle after June. Family relationships will improve and your mother's well-being will improve too. Old chronic health issues will get resolved if you stay disciplined. You will find faith again through traveling, mentors, or learning. Scorpios, 2026 will be a year for emotional transformation for you. Jupiter will be in the 8th, which means it will give you a lot of sudden gains early on, but the real growth will come after June when it shifts to your 9th house. Career may shift direction entirely due to Ketu in 10th house. Saturn in the 5th house makes you serious about love. Weak relationships end and strong ones deepen. You can also experience a sudden relocation or a lot of changes at home due to renovation. With so much of intense emotional processing, watch your sleep and digestion. You could also dive deep into subjects like psychology, therapy, healing, or astrology. Sagittarius, 2026 will be a year for responsibilities at home and getting clarity in your relationships. Jupiter will be in your 7th house, which boosts partnerships and collaborations, and after June, you may deal with shared finances, loans, or inheritances. For those who are not married, strong marriage prospects will be there early in the year. Later, emotional intimacy becomes the focus. There will be a lot of responsibility related to your home, such as repairs, mother's health, or buying anything fancy for your house. This is a year where you break generational patterns and heal your roots. Capricorn, 2026 is a year of communication, contracts, and rebuilding. Saturn will be in your 3rd house, which helps you build a strong portfolio, brand, or business. Jupiter improves job opportunities and later brings strong partnerships. Beautiful time for marriage or meeting someone stable, especially after June. You could also have minor conflicts with siblings. Communicate clearly with them to resolve issues timely. Take breaks to avoid any kind of nervous breakdown. Aquarius, 2026 will be a year to reboot your self-worth. Saturn will be in the 2nd house, which could tighten your finances for a while, but it will help you build long-term wealth. Jupiter supports creativity and growth, and Rahu in your sign will push you towards reinventing yourself. Ketu in the 7th house will detach you from toxic partners. It is a time for partnership reset and you only want authentic partners to stay. There will be a sudden need for freedom from family pressures and you would want to go independent. Watch out what you eat because your sensitivity will increase and you will be vulnerable to infections and allergies. Pisces, 2026 will be a year for karmic maturity because you're in the peak phase of your Sadhisati. Saturn on your sign demands discipline. However, Jupiter is giving you property luck early and creativity and leadership later on in the year. Foreign opportunities will also increase. You need to stop over-sacrificing and choose healthier forms of partnerships. Romance will improve after June, but please keep in mind that you do not get into any kind of confrontation and do not promise something that you will not be able to deliver. Your home becomes your sanctuary. You may redecorate, relocate, or even create a healing space in your house. Take care of fatigue and emotional overload. Saturn will give you a lot of mental pressure. So these were your predictions for the year 2026. Comment your moon sign in the comment section below and share it with someone who you think needs clarity for the coming year.